Cortana, all I need to know is did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana. Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. Fifth platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something they're so hot for that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Mm-hmm. Damn right I am. Now move it out! Double time!
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Whoa. Sir? Right. Let's thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5!
Hey guys, what is going on? Taco here. I'm here to give you some live commentary while I play through Halo CE. Just to, you know, make it less boring on you guys, depending on what really matters. Well, let's get right into it, and let's see how this entire playthrough on Legendary goes. Probably gonna be shitty. Probably die a few times. Who knows? Damn. Without further ado, let's just get moving. It's like, I honestly like Halo CE because it was the first game that I've ever played on the Xbox, and for its campaign, it's really good. Because it really starts you, it gets you thrown into the action really quick. And for most of the part, I just like this intro. Probably one of the best out of any Halo game that I've played. As you can see, people are getting tossed around left and right by plasma explosions, and they don't seem to get the hell out of my way.
Company.
Help me! Sir! The captain needs you on the bridge ASAP! Better follow me! Help!
Over here.
Get clear, Chief!
Yeah, bodies are getting tossed left and right. It's getting pretty ugly up in the Pillar of Autumn. Yeah, let's just try to get a weapon, because I don't want to be weaponless for the entire playthrough. And I'll also keep it down during cutscenes as well, just so you guys can hear what they're saying.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3... make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Well, at least we got our first gun of the game, the M6D Magnum. Probably one of the strongest pistols you can get in Halo CE. It's the most viable that I think, personally. It really rivals the assault rifle in this game because it's able to put away elites in one shot, after you knock their shields, of course, which that's probably the combo I'll be sticking with for half this game, because the plasma pistol is one of the more viable weapons in this game. Like, a full charge can bring a shield down, and even then, if you bring their shields down, you could just kind of, you can trigger tap it and put elites down like nothing. As you can see, the best way to go about it, personally from me, is take out the elites first and worry about the fodder, unless you can alternate. Like, I like to alternate when fighting the fodder because it's like, as soon as you pick off all the grunts, the elites will have to fall back if you have allies with you. As you can see, there's only 3 left in this room now, and this grunt, you know, I guess he wanted to stick his own teammate, and this elite, he decides to retreat because his shields are down. He's just one more hit away from being dead. Checking my corners, there he is, and just a punch to the shoulder, and he's out. He's out for the count. I also like the build-up to how Halo CE is, and also how they teach you that in this little section with this hallway, you see an elite, you know, his back turned towards you. If you hit him in the back once, it's an instant kill. It kind of teaches you, you can get the drop on some enemies. Like, sometimes enemies won't always know exactly where you're at. You can actually subvert their expectations. And then right here, it's like, look, one plasma grenade managed to put away almost half of them. Have to throw a second one, courtesy throw. Luckily, my Marines did not get, you know, wiped right there. I want to say the most difficult part about this entire campaign is maybe the red elites, because they're a lot more aggressive, and they will not, they're not afraid to, you know, let loose with their plasma rifle.
We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cortana. Moving on to the next part, we see about 2 other elites hiding in here. Unfortunately for me, sometimes, I don't know, that punch I guess whiffed. So we move on. And then we're into another close quarters fight here. Luckily with grunts, they are just kind of pushovers, but when they have more heavy weaponry like needlers or fuel rods, they can be a problem. And you could actually shoot them, stagger them before they chuck a grenade at your face, which is probably one of the more brighter sides of, you know, Halo CE. Which I kind of wish in later games that they would copy that more on Legendary, to at least give the player a fighting chance, at least in 2. I really stress Halo 2's playthrough because that is gonna leave me dying a lot. And then coming up, we'll get the drop on these Covenant. Of course, we're gonna get some touch to the face, gets put down immediately. Unfortunately, someone got naded over there. It wasn't my doing. So, like I said, taking 2 elites on isn't probably the best idea. Like, sometimes you might need to just jump back and heal. Like, you can take a few good amount of hits in this game, but I wouldn't risk it. You need all that internal help as much as you can get, because it'll really bail you out in some situations. But I just love the Marines in this game. They're probably one of my favorites in all of Halo. The fact that they point you out and say that you're a Mark 5. Yeah, look, shoots a grenade. Unfortunately got off. Ugh. Sorry, man, wasn't able to save you in time.
Lost contact!
Yeah, I kind of go a little bit crazy with grenades here. Just trying to, like, just chuck everything I can. Pick up another overshield. Hopefully, there'll be another one, but this mission, it's a really good introduction mission to the rest of the campaign. In all honesty, I think that's what I miss the most. Like in Halo CE, I really appreciate the overshield pickups and also how you can find it scattered across each and every map, almost every map. And the fact that, you know, it gives you a slight advantage, so, you know, like, you want to use stealth. It sets up that extra option. Even though this game isn't stealth heavy like Metal Gear Solid, it just leaves that option open. And even like with here, there's many ways to go from, you know, you can go from in and out of these extra level side rooms to attack other enemies. It gives you a solid opportunities to how you want to go about each engagement. And then followed up from everything you've learned in the past few rooms, you're gonna have to apply it to this part. Because on top of having, you know, already a few grunts up top and followed by a few elites, they're also gonna drop more enemies from the left. So each of the previous rooms, you have to apply what you've learned. You know, watch your surroundings. Be aware that, you know, enemies could easily group up on you in Legendary. As you can see right here, take out the miner pretty easily. There's a bunch of miners on top, kind of whiffing a few shots. You just have to be very patient. Unfortunately, right here, I kind of got a little bit overwhelmed, but sometimes you gotta pull back and, you know, analyze the situation. That's why I tell you the plasma pistol and the Magnum are probably one of the best, you know, options, because you can dispose of fodder so easily, and then also just wrap up, you know, the minor elites.
All remaining crew and ops personnel, get the lifeboat. Fall back to East.
Starting up with the next battle, I kind of choose my way of approach. I take out the major shields, and now I just have to take care of the fodder because the majors jump back in their cover. Luckily with the majors and their elite, they have a really telegraphed attack. Just one bullet and it's over. You can't really do much. especially right here. It's like I usually just let the plasma pistol do its work, take out the shields, and go straight for the head. Just like that. The hardest enemy in the game is just taking out, you know, the simple bullet to the head.
This is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat teams, repel boarders and on our way.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. Warning, blast doors closing. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Combat teams, Alpha, November, pull out the nearest evac station.
Now up here we use the service tunnels to kind of get an edge on the Covenant. On easy mode they'd have these doors locked off, but on legendary that's a different story. With these you can use these to pop out and get an easy advantage on the Covenant. Immediately just putting away 2 grunts and then hitting an elite with a plasma shot. Okay, and then we come across a bunch of elites that were supposed to find me napping, and unfortunately they didn't, so... Well, giant L for them. Let's just keep pushing forward. And with this elite, I'm gonna dispatch him with some plasma, put him down for good, and then only for him. Oh, okay. Another thing you need to be careful about is that the fact when grunts drop a bunch of grenades, if another stray explosion goes off, it could cause a chain reaction where there's like 12 explosions going off. You don't want to get caught in the middle of that, trust me. It's one of the nastiest things I've ever had to go through. I mean, this guy, just standing there vibing, I guess. Luckily for us, it's just smooth sailing from here on out, am I right? I'm just gonna throw something through here, catch these guys off guard, and... Okay, yeah, to be fair, I didn't expect the grenade to get launched back at me, but I guess we'll start the death counter as 1 for right now. Yeah, I feel like for some of the deaths, I'll just edit them out, or just add it to the death counter, whichever one preferably. And here we are, we clean out this next section, and we get treated to, I believe, having regular grenades. Even though in Legendary, they give you grenades at an early time, because they put grenade drops on elites and grunts. And I think Marines as well, but it's rare to see a Marine ever just lob a grenade at somebody, because half of the time I think they'll end up just killing themselves. Not the best, but you know, it is what it is. Right here, just kind of peppering them down with plasma pistol shots and praying that I could just lob a grenade and kill one. They can be a pain in the ass from time to time, but like I said, just plasma pistol and regular pistol will do its work. Now we just kind of move on and keep on trucking.
I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
That's not our problem, Cortana. Not our problem at all. We just gotta keep moving and pray that we could get out of the fucking Autumn before it explodes. Yeah, honestly, I was just kind of scatterbrained on that one. And here we are, treated to, you know, actual human grenades, which honestly, I like the plasma grenades a lot more than regular human ones, because, you know, they stick on enemies, and enemies have the tendency to run into the groups of their own allies. Don't know why, but it's, you know, really a good kind of mechanic and a good setup to do. And here on out, we end our first mission of Pillar of Autumn, thankfully. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy the rest of the cutscene, and have a good one.
Last light. Quick, get aboard before it launches. Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know, but we're landing on it.
Your Honor, she's been hit!
I knew it. The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manual.
Heads up, everyone, this is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.